You are now tuned in to Hot Topics with Donna. And on this show, we do one thing. Keep it real hot. That's honest, open, and transparent. If you didn't know, now you know. So sit back and unwind as we bring the vibe and a little bit of glorious sunshine to your heart, soul, and mind. Your lovely host, Hot Donna, will be with you in just a few moments. But while you wait, go ahead and set an atmosphere of peace in your space. If you can, cut the lights down low, get your hydration on, vibration zone. Cause tonight, you're about to receive some delicious food for your soul. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's about to get hot. You are indeed in the one and only place to be this evening. We appreciate you for joining us, and in just a few moments, we about to turn the heat all the way up. That's right. It's about to go down right now on Hot Topics with Donna. Show your virtual love by smashing that thumbs up and heart icon as many times as you can. And without further ado, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing your host, the one and only Hot Donna.
Hello, everybody. Get some light here. Thank you for joining Hot Topics with Donna. I am your host, Donna Taylor, and I just want to say thank you for joining. Hey, Gwen, how are you? I'm trying to get my chair right. So today is another day. I'm excited. You know, I tell you guys all the time, I'm excited about my friends and associates that take the time out to come on Hot Topics with Donna. And like I always tell you, I do not take it lightly. I am just so thankful for people just taking the time out just to come and share their lives with you and me. So today I chose the word strength for this particular lady that I am going to be interviewing, because she demonstrates and always shows so much strength. And sometimes you may see her and you may say, hey, how do you do it? And so today we're going to find out what keeps her going. How does she continue to have strength to just push through adversities? But before I get into all of that, welcome to another viewing of Hot Topics, if you will. I am your host, Donna Taylor, and I'm going to give you some updates on what's going on with me as far as activities and events that I have going on. So on August 21st, as you know, I've been promoting my kids fashion show called A Confident Me. It is going to be here in Southern Pines, North Carolina, August 21st. The ages are 6 to 16. So if you have any little ones from 6 to 16, just let me know. Hey, cuz, just let me know. And they can certainly be a part of it. It's free. It's a fundraiser for my organization. So my my girls will be the star of the show, because this is our second annual kids fashion show, and this show will be dedicated to my late husband, Jimmy Taylor, and flyers will be coming out along with his picture on there as well. And then I am doing a girl talk called Hot Topics with Donna Girl Talk. I have a location and I have a date, but I will release that as the time gets closer. So I will, if you are a woman, you have friends, girlfriends, you want to come hang out, and just chit chat, then inbox me and say, hey, tell me more about it, because I am all for girls, women, supporting and pushing each other instead of being jealous and envious, and and not celebrating each other in our own right, because we're in our own lane trying to just be successful like the next woman, and there's no need for each other to be mad at each other. Hey JB, thank you for joining. So with that being said, I am going to send my guests an invite, and we're going to just chit chat and have some good dialogue. I am going to send her the invite right now. And you guys just sit back and just enjoy, tune in, chime in. Okay, I already sent her the invite. So, like I said, hey Lynetta, I'm just excited about her, and I chose strength. So while she's coming on, I'm going to read you the scripture for strength. It says, do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God. He would not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youth grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not get weary. They will walk and not faint. And that is Isaiah 40 and 28 through 31. And that is the new, the NIV version. So we're going to talk about strength, and I'm going to read you something. And it says, God never worries. He never gets too tired to make it through the worst the world can throw at you. Put your hope in him, and he will give you strength beyond your wildest imagination. And that is so true. So we have to remember, no matter what we're going through, if we trust him, he will give us the strength we need. Even when we feel like I can't go any further, he will somehow just show himself mighty, and you can get the strength that you need to go that extra mile, to go that extra day, to go that extra week. So don't lose your strength. Don't get weary in what you're doing. Sometimes I know we push ourselves with, family, jobs, or whatever the case may be. But just remember, he will give you the strength if you ask him for it. He will give you the strength. And all you have to say is, Lord, I need your help today. I need some strength. We don't have to, drink these energy drinks that's going to give us some strength and some energy. And then by the time it wear off, we're going to be done crash. So we still ain't going to have any strength. So, yes. Hey, Terry, thank you for watching. But I'm waiting for my guests just to accept my friend request. But yeah, we just need strength. We need it. And, and sometimes we need strength not when we think we need it. We need strength when we just know that the world is consuming us. We need strength when we just say, you know what? Sometimes I just really just want to just close the door, lock all the doors, and not talk to anybody, because you just feel like you don't have strength to give anymore. So whenever you feel that way, just tap in and say, Lord, I need your strength today. I need your strength. And so I'm going to invite my guest. I am so excited. I'm going to add her, and we're going to break dialogue. Can you do it again? I don't know what happened. Let me see if I can send it again. Try to do it again, because I don't know, it just blanked out. Oh no, just if you hit the accept button, I'll add you and then it'll come on. Just do it again. Try to do it again, because you're going to come on live with me. I'm so excited about interviewing her, and then I will have the pleasure of interviewing her other half next week. So just try to do it again. If I need to go out, we can go out and come back in. It's no problem. Let me go back and see if I can send you another invite. Miss T, try to hit it again. And if not, I can close it out and we can start over. It's no big deal. If you want me to do that, just, tell me you want me to start over and I can do that. I do not own the copyrights to the music that you may be hearing in the background. Hope you guys have had an amazing day today. Can you hear me? JB, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, let's try her again. Hopefully, hopefully you can hear me. Okay. I'm adding her. Hey!
Hi, I got it now. Okay. I was like, what's going on over here? All right.
JB said he couldn't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I'm not for sure. We're not. He's not here with me.
Okay, JB, can you hear us? Okay. He said okay. How are you? I'm so happy that we get to do this interview. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And so
I'm doing great.
I'm going to tell you the word. Huh?
Came straight from work.
That's okay. You're still beautiful as always. You're still beautiful as always. But I chose the word today, and I chose it especially for you.
Okay.
And the word that I chose today for you was strength.
That's a perfect word.
Yes, I chose that for you. And so tell us, how do you keep your strength?
Ooh, I say God. God first, God. That's where my strength lies.
Yes.
And also speaking within, prayers, affirmations, and just that determination, that's where my strength lies, my family. And
yeah.
Well,
that's good. And so, because I try to open up with a word, and you and I have talked, and I was like, Lord, what perfect word today was strength. Your word is strength. Because someone else I know going to be blessed by this word and you. And so I am going to introduce you and just tell people a little bit about your titles, and then I'm gonna let you introduce and tell people who you are. So this is Tanya Barner, but I know her as Miss T. I had the pleasure of being part of her and her husband's modeling team. That's when I first got into it.
Yes.
And, I just truly, to me, they're like family because they really put me outside of my box when it came to modeling, because they knew, I wasn't doing all that. But she's a mother, she's a wife, she's a grandmother, she's a business owner, and I'm gonna let her tell you the different business that she has. She resides in Southern Pines, North Carolina, but she's originally from Harlem. So just tell us who you are.
Who am I? I am Miss T. I am Tanya. I am a queen of all trades. I am entrepreneur, but I am stylist. I do hair. I do everything. But right now, I just about do everything. Let me see what I don't do.
You do a lot.
I don't get enough rest.
You do a lot.
I do, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful. I wish a lot of more of the young kids. I'm hoping to see them more and to learn more and get into more opposed to just technology. So
and so we're going to let's talk about the modeling company, and then we're going to go down because you have so much under your belt since then, with the magazine, with your TNT hair mink and everything. But I have to tell people
my TNT hair magic is wonderful.
And I have to tell people you have a favorite quote, because I tell people I am like the FBI of Facebook, because when I come on, I want to represent people, the right way. So you said, if you can't stand the heat, stay the hell out the kitchen.
Out the
And when
kitchen,
I
that's
read
right.
that, I started laughing because I could hear you say that. I could hear you saying that. And
That's what
so,
my grandmother used to always tell me, like, can't stay in the
what
heat,
does
get the
that
hell out.
mean to you? What did that mean to you?
Um, if you're not ready for no hard work, like I hate people with, well, let me not use the word hate. I do not like people who have a bunch of excuses. They make
Yes.
more excuses than look for solutions. So if you're not ready to put in this hard work, sweat and tears to achieve this goal, get the hell from away from me because I will fire it. You know, like you don't want to be around here because
Right,
my
right.
work ethic, I've been told, and first I looked sad, like I looked at it in the wrong way. So far, some people have told me that I can be intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, how do I come up intimidating? Because I don't want nobody to feel that way about me.
Right, right,
But it's my work ethic, it's my
right.
drive. And a lot of people are not willing to get up and
Yes,
do the things that I do. And I'm not expecting them to. So if my determination and my strength, if
yeah,
that's
yeah,
intimidating, that's more of a personal issue within self to see where you
exactly.
have to
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
look at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And yeah, so
And
that's that
it's because,
rewiring of the mind, the thoughts.
yeah, you have always been a hard worker or grinder, and especially for your family,
Yeah.
and I had the pleasure of working with your children at the Boys and Girls Club. I miss seeing them too, because I see them and I was like, they're so grown up,
They
but,
are. They are.
and that's one thing that I can say, you take care of your own.
Yeah.
You take care of
Yeah.
your own, and you want people to succeed, but just like you said, you can give it to them, but you can't do it
Yeah.
for them. And if they don't
That's
want it,
right.
then they can't be mad at you because and say, well, she
Yeah.
thinks she this. So
Because
so
sometimes, not to cut you off, sometimes we see more. We see the greatness. We want people to achieve more than they want to achieve themselves, and
yes,
that could be
yes,
energy draining. It's like, why? If you don't want to, do it and get up, and why should I care? You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
So yeah. So
Yeah, and
yes.
because like even when y'all started
Mm-hmm.
modeling
The modeling. Yeah.
the modeling and stuff, when I said, okay, well, I'm gonna do this,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, I can't, because I didn't feel at that time I had it in me, the confidence
Yeah.
in me. But
Mm-hmm.
because of your personality and because you already knew who you were in this
Yeah.
industry, you build us, you taught us, the ins and the
Oh, don't
outs.
make me.
You
Yeah.
know, and then when we had this, the little outing, and then we got the certificates, I was like, wow, that
Yeah.
makes a difference, because you know me,
Mm-hmm.
I was shy, I was
Yeah.
intimidated because
And it's
this is
and
something new.
yeah, and you know what? To see the growth in all of y'all in every different, different area aspect, that's more self-fulfilling in itself,
Yeah,
because I've seen all of y'all climb in different ways, in different levels.
yeah,
Because if you need that self-confidence, you know what I'm
yes,
saying? Beauty is
yes.
is skin deep and stuff like that. So now
And that's why
I
I
can walk
chose
your
that
walk.
picture for your flyer, because I
Yeah,
remember doing that photo shoot at your house, and I was just like, okay, I got it. But you
yeah,
guys saw something in me that I didn't
yeah.
see in myself at that time.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
that's why now I can go to fashion shows. That's why I can do these things, because you guys laid the
Oh,
foundation.
well, I
And you
appreciate
know how it is. You know how it's so
it.
catty when you get into this modeling thing, because
Yeah.
everybody think they have arrived. And so that's why when I started, I was like, I don't think I can do this. But now
Yeah,
that I
'cause I
am
was
secure
there.
in me,
I was there where you
yes,
was at, so
yeah,
there's just passing on the torch and stuff like
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
now,
So
yeah.
tell us about this TNT hair.
Okay, my TNT. Oh, sorry, I gotta keep moving this camera. My T. Well, I bought the bottle. This is my TNT. This is the 2.7 ounce. And what got me was what. First of all, the name came from me and my daughter. Got big T, we
Right.
got little T, and we create magic, and me doing with hair, I was coming across a lot of clients who have a lot of dandruff, and it's irritated scalps, and everything ain't for everybody is store bought. So that's when the thought came, there you go, I got something for you, and my thing was I wanted to find a solution, and not have to pay all this money. So I did my research as I always do.
Yep.
My ancestors came through with some extra information for me, and I put some stuff together, and I tried it out, and for a few clients who that I made it for a particular problem with the dandruff, and it worked, and I was like, wow. So the feedback that I start getting from them, even just trusting me with the oil, it was producing more benefits, health hair benefits than what I initially made it for.
Right.
So I was like, man, this is magic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it, TNT magic.
Yeah, because it helped Cameron's hair too. Because she has dandruff and I got some, and it did help her hair too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but do you have it at your shop?
I do. I sell it on hand at the shop. I do deliver it. I got the website. Well, I need to promote that more. Like my hands is always busy, so I don't get a chance to promote my website. But you can get it on my website.
Well, go ahead and promote it in here so people can see.
I'm gonna drop a link. Let me see. I'm gonna drop a link down.
Yeah, go ahead and do that so people can get in contact with you. How they can get that. And like I said, I have used it firsthand with Cameron because Cameron can't use grease for her scalp.
Yeah, because everybody can. It's too thick. Like.
Yeah. Okay. And so how long is the process to take you and your daughter? Do she have hands-on in it too?
She does. She makes the shampoo. She does the shampoo for me. She does the lip scrub. We have a whole little line working out the mist. But when it comes to the oil, I usually work with that, and I soak. It's about 20 different herbs. I soak about 20 different herbs, and it's olive oil and avocado based. So they're marinating about a good 6 weeks. Matter of fact,
thank you guys for tuning in.
It's marinating right now. This is like herbs that we do.
Wow.
It's soaking. So that's all the stuff.
So people may want to know, do it have a smell or soft scent to it?
No, I don't add really fragrance for scent. Some people don't even
So it's just pretty much all natural.
Yes, it's all natural.
And so is it easier to do it in your home, or do you do sometimes at the shop, or when do you, because I know we're going to talk about
my oils I make at home. I make at home, shampoos. But in the future, I do see myself making the products right then and there at the shop, custom based. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want people to take my ideas.
You better not.
But I got some stuff working up. That's like I'm working in the kitchen.
You already know. You better not. You better not. But so you how did you get into hair design? Because you always did hair, but when did you know that was truly your gift? And you're doing your things like with locks and everything. Like you're really doing it.
Well, when I was younger in New York, growing up in New York,
she said, Lynetta said, is it good for all textures?
Oh, it's great for all textures. Even kids can use it. It's safe. Men, women, beard, hair, yes, everything. But back to what I was saying. I actually started doing hair in New York when I was a kid. I want to say about 8 years old. I used to sit in the basketball court with a comb in my pocket and braid the boys' heads for some money. I used to use my candy money. I always had a hustle. I always had a hustle, and I used to be known as the freestyle braider. And like I braid till my cuticles start hurting, and I stopped. So down here, I got my nursing degree. Came down. I wasn't trying to go back to school for nursing after I just graduated. And when I got back into the modeling down here, light bulb came on again. I said, you know what? I want to help out the ladies, but I got to be legal. I can't do it. So I have to go back to school,
Right.
and that's what I did. I went back to school and got
And I
certified.
mean, and so you do everything.
I do everything. I'm makeup,
Like when it comes
waxing,
to hair, makeup.
hair,
So do you do people of different ethnic group hair
all
as
textures. I
well?
do all textures, but I will say
Okay.
my lot clients, that's God too. My lot clients keep my schedule booked. They don't want nobody else in my
That's
they don't want nobody else in my chair. So when I get a client to come in and get braids or another natural hairstyle, I'm like, yes. I love my lot clients.
yeah,
I don't want y'all to, but yeah. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
And so do you do eyelashes and like eye
I do.
waxing?
I do waxing. I do lashes. Only when I have the time.
Right.
So I do extensions. So like I said, m- my schedule right now is so tight with the locks. I can't even. Yeah.
So how long do it take you to do a head with locks?
It really depends on the texture and the length. I'm pretty fast. I'm pretty speed. I say about 45 minutes to an hour. I say about like shoulder length, no wash, but it could roughly take me about 2 hours. And then the ones with the long locks to their back,
Hmm.
that's a 4 hour job, depending
Right.
on yeah. So
Right. So how and then you had another quote. You said people be jealous of your shine but clueless of your struggle.
yeah, yeah, they do, and I have to. That goes along with people being intimidated.
Yes.
My
Yes.
aura. I'm gonna smile. I'm a workaholic. I'm a workaholic. I try not to be a workaholic, and some people might not like that. I try to go on. My family and I try to go on as many trips. So if I'm working hard,
And you do.
I'm going to enjoy this. Now, if you didn't
Exactly.
put in the work, that's like I tell my kid. I think I learned when I was younger. If you ain't gonna be in the kitchen helping preparing food, why should you expect to eat or be
Right.
first to eat?
Right. Right.
So what you put in is what you get out. So I even have to tell myself, even when I've gotten discouraged and whatnot, see people that take my ideas or try, I gotta remember like I'm not the only person that sells it. They're not gonna be the only person that sells that. What's for me is for me, just like for
Right.
everybody else.
Right.
And that goes back with speaking within self, that encouragement, that strength and
Yes.
whatnot.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
mean, again, what you put in is what you get out. I can't, that's just me.
Right. So how do you balance your entrepreneurial life with your family? How do
Mm.
you balance that?
Ah, my husband is a big help. He's a huge, huge help when it comes to
Yeah.
balancing. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's all I
Yes,
can
it does.
basically say to help balance. And
Mm-hmm.
now that my daughter cooks, it's just communication, certain things everybody know that they got a role to play, when it comes to you, you do the dinner, you start the laundry, I gotta
Yeah.
knock this
Yeah.
out. And so I mean, that's
So it's
just
like
what
a
it is.
whole team. The family is a whole team. Like
Yes.
everybody need to
Yes.
pull their weight.
Yes. Exactly.
Everybody
Exactly.
need to everybody need to pull their weight because
Yeah.
I saw where you and Nate and you told him that his birthday money paid for the
Girl
trip.
looked at me like I was crazy yesterday and ran off like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like you need a
I saw
job.
his face. I was like, he probably was like, dang,
He
I thought
want
I was
them
gonna
V.
keep
No,
my
he
little
be really
change.
with these kids. They ask for those V-Bucks. I don't even know what the V-Bucks is, but I think it's something about on the games. And I'll be like, oh
Right,
man, don't spend all your money on V-Bucks. Don't
right.
do this. Oh yeah, they
So
great though, but
so, so
yeah.
even with Tajane, and she's a little entrepreneur too. Are you
She,
teaching her how to invest as well?
I do, and I am. I try to do as much as possible because they like to spend. They love to shop. So they got to make sure they work to bring that money back in. And it's just like, for instance, when she's making her soaps,
Right,
and I go buy her products, everything she needs.
right,
And when she
right.
go make her money, I subtract, for the supplies. And she be looking at me. I be like, no. this is business. This is how this
Right,
goes.
right,
So
right.
I have to teach you now. So yeah,
And
gotta
so,
teach
and
them
you're
early.
teaching her now, and then she would have the concept, because once she start making her money as far as she
Yeah,
wants to go, then she'll realize that, hey, oh, this stuff
yeah,
do cost. This is pricey. Like, so now
yeah.
I see why mom took her portion back, but I'm still
Hmm.
portion, but I
Yeah,
needed
because we gotta
product.
buy more. We don't got no money to buy no more. How are we gonna keep the money, coming
Exactly.
in? And
And
that's
that's
how I feel like,
wonderful, because she's
yeah,
always been smart. Even when she was at
yeah,
the club. She's just a
she
different
can make
kid.
it.
She's just a different kid.
Mm-hmm.
Different and unique.
I don't gotta worry about her in the kitchen.
No, no. So what habits help you become successful? What
What happened?
habits do you have that makes you becoming a more even professional woman?
Oh, how can I answer that? That's a great question. Um, I just want whatever God wants for me to climb to the top.
Hmm.
However far I need to go, then that's
Right,
just what it is.
right,
I'm not gonna stop until I reach. However, ain't no limits. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
that's just,
Because
yeah,
he's always blessing you, even
yeah,
when you have struggles or whatever. It's like when I see you, it's like you're still elevating. And sometimes,
yeah.
when we are starting to elevate, it's like people want to bring us back down, but God keeps saying, you keep putting your eyes on me, I'll
Mm-hmm.
keep doing what I need to do in you. And that's what I love about you. You are always honest and open and transparent. And then
Yeah.
whenever you feel or you're wrong, you don't have a problem coming back and making it right.
Hmm. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't.
Exactly. And I mean, I think that's how I tell people, and I think I was having this conversation earlier. Is like some people don't like to have certain conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't like to go through
Sugarcoat it.
certain sugarcoat or go through certain emotions.
Yes,
But you got to
yes,
push through that because that's where the healing is. You know what
yes,
I'm
yes,
saying? You can't, so, and
yes.
and
But you
that's where
always
elevation
been
comes,
real.
and that's where elevation comes from. So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like if I'm elevating and you want to stay right here, well, you're gonna stay. That's what you're gonna stay, and that's fine. And I'm just gonna leave your ass right there because I'm elevating. Excuse my language. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, you're good. This is honest, open, and transparent, because I
Yes.
tell people, it's in when we're in the process of God changing us, is when we continue to grow. And when we continue to grow, we can look at our own self and say, you need to get your attitude in check.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need to stop talking to people this way, or whatever. That's when we
Well,
can
just
grow.
accepting,
And
yes, accepting certain conversations. That's like in the salon, for instance. And I'm gonna go back. Like, I don't never make none of my products if I'm in a bad mood or whatnot, because
right,
that's energy, and I I don't do that. So it's like even when I'm in the shop, I try to clear the energy of the environment first, and I don't allow certain clients to talk about certain stuff. We learn that in school, try to change the
yeah,
subject
yeah,
or whatnot
yeah.
because certain information, certain conversations, certain
Because
music,
it brings that
it's just,
spirit up in there.
yeah, and yeah, so and that's what energy. And I turn down some money fast, or I send them to somewhere else.
But
I've
you
done
know
it.
what? You probably won't hear a lot of people say they turn down money just because somebody talking about, something, whatever. But for me, I'd rather stay true to who I am and
Hmm.
have peace than to just do it just
Yeah,
because,
yeah,
and that's very powerful that you say, I would turn down money because I don't want to hear this foolishness, because you're
yeah.
going to
I've
change the
done it
whole
too.
atmosphere in my place.
Yeah, because you don't know what everybody's doing what mentally. So that's like how like don't bring your work home, and don't bring
Exactly.
your home
Exactly.
to work So even though it's,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this: what was the biggest mistake did you make, or have you made, when you first started off in your profession?
Hmm. Working. Let me see. I had an incident. I guess like with like the contract, learning the difference between the contracts.
Okay.
the difference between exclusive and non-exclusive.
Okay.
So I had signed a contract. I would have put a pause on my money. And luckily, I was able to break out of it within it had a time frame and
Right,
whatnot.
right.
So I had to make myself knowledgeable with that. And then you don't work with every photographer and whatnot,
Right.
images and stuff like that.
And do you think we get, especially, in the modeling world, whatever, do you think a lot of models get shortchanged that way because they want to be to the top and they don't read the
They
fine
do.
print?
Yeah, they do because they're rushing. A lot of like everybody thinks about looking pretty in front of the
Yeah,
camera
yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot, and it's not just about that. You got to know the
No,
paperwork. It's a whole legal side that you want to make sure. So far as your images, who's the photographer, what
right.
it's being used for, what's the benefit. Like once it's out there, it's out there.
You better know it. Yep, you better,
So I mean, yeah, know the business side, not just about taking pictures and stuff like
yeah.
that.
So for you, how do you handle stress? How do you handle your stressful days? What is your outlet from so first of all, how long is your normal work day in a work week? How many hours do you put in?
Mm. And I work from 8 o'clock in the morning to sometimes 6, sometimes 8. Sometimes I can pull 12 hours depending on what service I'm doing.
Right,
But
right, right.
so far as stress, I've been working on my breathing, making sure I breathe and meditation and whatnot, and
Okay.
saying affirmations to
Mm-hmm.
myself and whatnot,
Right.
making sure I eat properly, but mainly just breathing. That
Yes.
really helps. In through the nose, out through the mouth to keep the body calm and stretch and
And so
stretch.
is that how you prevent burnout, or have you ever been burnt out?
Um, have I been burnt out? I think I've been burnt out once. Like I just want to go to sleep, go to
Yeah.
bed, and just yeah. Gotta make sure you eat right. That's just about basically it. Just eating, because I can burn myself out, and I think that's why now that's where I be messing up sometimes because I be so busy. I have to go in on my online schedule literally and block out just even time to even use the bathroom to even get a
Wow.
breather because
Wow. You
I'm
that
client after client, they sitting in the chair, they waiting for me, and I'm like today I had to tell little girl, please let me get 10 minutes so I can knock this food out. I don't want to pass out in front of you. And I don't even like if you want some food, I give you some food. Like I don't even want to be eating in front of you right now, but I am starving, right? Because if I don't eat. So
right.
yeah, so until I get my assistant, going and whatnot right now, I'm
Hey,
multitask.
hey, go ahead and put it out there. You looking for one.
So yeah, because Tajay be too busy. She's about to go back to school and
But you're
whatnot.
looking
So
for one,
yeah.
but they have to be qualified
Oh yeah, because I do not
in,
play
in,
when
in
it
every
comes
area.
about
They have to
my
be qualified.
brand, about my business,
Yes, yes,
So, but assistant,
yes.
I definitely when it comes to scheduling. But if I remember and I have enough time, I gotta block out days. So
And,
clients be
and
like, "Oh
that's
my God,
and that's
I
what
mean,
you
that be
need.
booked 2 months out."
That's a blessing. So what is
Yeah.
the most wonderful thing about being an entrepreneur? Like what have been your most just blessing about being able to do this?
I work my own time. How this guy used to say this? I work my own gangster hours. He said something like that, and I was just like, man, I love that because his health was at risk, and he wound up
Right, right,
changing his life, and he became an entrepreneur after being a banker, I think, for like 20 something years, and he
right,
was like,
right.
man, I love this is you don't get that time back. So I'm
You
able to
don't.
move when it comes to my family, opposed to being at a job. And I think that's what it was. When I was working before, when I fired my boss, I would say, yeah, I fired my boss. And once I stepped out on faith
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that $99, I ain't never looked back.
yeah. And
And
explain that, because
and
some
it was
people
scary
probably
because
like,
I was you know how people be comfortable with
yes, yes,
getting that check every week or every 2 weeks.
yes,
I had
yes.
to challenge myself and
Mm-hmm.
discipline myself. Like, okay, well, this you ain't gonna get that money no more. Now we got to find another route.
Right.
So, but it's worth it. So I rather I'd rather this way.
Yeah, and and that's like me, that's where I want to be eventually,
And
hopefully,
you will, you are.
trusting
You
God.
are.
Yeah, and so, but I really and truly, I just want to have my own TV show platform and just celebrate
Mm.
people. Just have my
Yeah,
own, just have my own business, and
you
that's
got it. It's
the
there. It's
goal that
coming.
I'm working towards.
Yeah.
Just to have my own business and do my paparazzi
You got your
still, and
YouTube
just
channel
do,
yet? You got your YouTube
huh?
channel yet?
Well,
You have a YouTube
it's
channel?
in the making. Yes, my
All
friend
right,
is
well,
in the making
girl,
of
that's
doing
it.
it.
That's it. There it go right there. There it go right
Yeah,
there. I
yeah,
ain't even
and
gonna tell no
so
more ideas. There it go.
yeah, but no, but yeah, so that's in the making, and I just have a lot of things in the making. But like you said, you can't tell everybody because
Yeah, 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 yeah.
they're still
But you,
ideas.
it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
but I mean,
awesome.
it's coming. I know it's coming, and I did a live one night, and my mom called me. It was like at 10:40 at night.
Mm.
And she said, she said, I had to call you. She said, because I was sitting there looking at you, and she was like, Lord, is that really my daughter?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
really my daughter? And she said, I just had to tell you how proud I am of you. She said, what JB say?
If you need a video,
Oh,
drop that.
I already know. And so I'm gonna get back to him. And and that made me feel good when
Mm,
your mother, someone that
mm,
birthed you,
yeah.
see your growth and
Mm,
say, this is my child, and tell you I can see you on the
yeah,
screens, on the big TV. And all
yeah,
I could do was tear up. And I was just like, thank you.
yeah. I
Because when
mean,
I do this, I don't take it lightly. I love it. And that's why people, when they be like, what are we going to talk about? I don't want to do script because how we having
yeah,
dialogue, that's what people need. People need to
yeah.
see realness. They don't need
They
to
really
have a
do.
script and then you can go make all your words just right. They just need
Mm-hmm.
people to be honest,
Like, wait a
open, and
minute,
transparent.
did I write that down? No, I'm
Huh?
just trying to. No, I was being funny and so far as the script.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, let me find my cue
Yeah,
card right
yeah, and
fast.
I don't want to do that. And so with JB question, I told him I had said, y'all need to start this modeling thing back up. Y'all just
I
do.
know, and a lot of people ask, and I'm like, and
Because I get a lot of people asking me,
I just
who's your
helped
manager?
somebody on the project this week.
But I haven't had a manager since you guys. And you know how long that's been.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Mhm.
a lot of people, like when I be going to Raleigh or whatever, they be like, who's your manager? I was like, me. I don't have no
Yeah,
manager. Because you
yeah,
can't mishandle me.
yeah.
I don't
That's
want you to
right.
mishandle me because
That's right.
my name means everything to me because at the end of
Yeah,
the day, if I don't have anything, I still have my name.
that's right. You are your
And
own.
I don't
You are
want
your
my name
brand.
attached to everything. And you guys
Yeah,
never put us in mess. If it
yeah.
didn't look right, sound right, y'all would be like, no, we ain't doing
No,
it.
no,
Let's
no.
just do a
And
photo
that's what I
shoot
tell people. Like,
somewhere.
if you wanted to
Yeah,
go on beyond what I told you,
yeah,
that's on you.
yes,
You know.
yes,
So I mean,
yes.
I'm proud about even that.
I
You know,
miss the
like.
girls. I miss them because I was like, where's everybody at?
Yeah, I don't know where the other girls is. I know about two of them. I don't know about all of them, but they're doing well. Yeah, only two of them. Two of them are still doing great in life. And
But
they're, and
y'all
they're
really need to think about doing it because I mean that's when we really had fun.
yeah.
That's
Well,
when
I'm trying to like you got the TV, you got what, the TV show. JB still writing his movie. I think the movie is I think it's almost done and whatnot. I mean, God's timing is always the right timing. So it's just
yes,
about,
yes. So
making it
I
getting
guess I'm
that
gonna be
vibe.
waiting till y'all start back up because it's been what since 2012,
Yeah.
and
No.
I have not had a manager. No,
Mm.
everybody
Aw.
want to know what? Yeah, everybody
Even
was
with
like,
me with like shooting and me getting out of me being so busy, I'm like I gotta work on I gotta do a different whole new photo shoot, a different look. I gotta do a business look, so it's like putting it in my brain.
yes,
Actually I miss Candy also. I missed that shoot, but I got one coming up with her.
yeah. I missed that one too, but life
Yeah,
happens.
I had some stuff happen, but I'm movie's done doing the okay, got you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta. it's only me, so I try to make it how you say that balance and try
Yes,
not to
yes, you have
burn
to have
out
a
is
balance.
like
Yeah, because
okay.
and sometimes it's hard to,
Hmm.
balance it. Sometimes, sometimes you want to do this, sometimes you want to do that, but then at the end of the day, your family is like, okay, I got to
Yeah,
do this, we need to do that. And so, and now with me, it's just me. JT's
yeah,
gone, so it's just
yeah,
me. So I have to plan my stuff like right, or
yeah,
it's not going to
yeah.
happen. Still
That's
making
what I
sure
feel like.
she gets her stuff first and foremost with school
Mm-hmm.
activities. That's first and foremost, and still
Yeah,
trying to still have a balance with my life as well.
because even checking emails, that I don't even get time. And then when I
Wow.
get time, I be like, oh
Yes.
my God, I missed the school email and this. I was like, oh my God,
Yes. Yes.
it's
So
work.
how do you, when you have young girls come into your shop, how do you encourage them? Like, do they ever ask you, like, Miss T, how you get started? Like, I like doing this.
Well,
How can I get into
all
this?
the kids. I talk to them. They my kids when they in the shop, and all the parents know that. And I want them to see greatness in them too. Even when I feel that some might have low confidence and whatnot, I want them to see their beauty inside. And I just speak to them.
Right, right.
I ask them questions. Because a lot of kids now are in their phone, so I want to
Yes.
know what you like doing, So I even have the
Right.
kids like just recently, the young lady, she ran up to me at the Pinecrest Mill. Miss Tanya, I thought you said I could work for you. And I'm like, I need you there. But right now I'm like, you and the boys and girls.
Right, right.
So, but I want to create those opportunities. At least they want to do something, So if we have those, if we have, let me see what I'm trying to look for. If have it available, you gotta, how am I trying to put this without, um, I like the kids who want to do and want to learn. You could tell from the
Right,
ones who don't want to learn
right,
and who
right,
learn. So
right.
I focus mainly a little harder and speak more on the ones that want to learn. So trying to find that, like putting programs to get. Look, I got some stuff in the word. I can't put it all
Yeah,
out
don't
there, but
do
even
it.
for the
Don't do
kids,
it.
teaching them and
Yeah,
whatnot,
yeah.
like stuff that they ain't gonna learn in school, and like just about life, like encouraging them. Because
So
some kids don't get that at home.
no, they
Like,
don't.
oh, you
They
want to scramble some eggs, they might like the scrambled egg a little different and don't make it anyway because that's the way they do it.
yeah.
So
And
gotta,
I think parents have really checked out on their kids.
yeah,
I think some
yeah,
parents have checked out on their kids.
it
And
really have.
I go to, the projects to do like summer programs and stuff. And
Mm,
it saddens me because they just run around wow.
they do, and they're
And
bored.
I'm
They
like,
really want
it does.
somebody to be like, they
Yeah, and it
grab
doesn't
them
matter
up.
where it come from because I grew up in the project, so
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah. Of course.
it's not about judgment. But we didn't run around wild because only because we lived in the projects, we still had expectations that we were gonna
Yeah,
listen to adults. If I went to
yeah.
your house, I was gonna listen. But
And they
now
had those
they
little
just
program things out too. Like I don't, things to do a little double
they
dutch,
run wild.
the
And
little
so I was
skelly.
over there, they was reading, they was just picking up books to get snacks. And and I told them, I said, listen, we want them to have snacks, but we want them to
Yeah,
read. And
yeah.
so I started saying, hey, you get this book, open the first page. And they was like, we got to read. I was like, yeah. I said, I want to know if you can read this first page.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then when they started coming back, they was like, I can read this book. You want me to read it to you? That's
Yeah,
what makes me know I
yeah.
did my job. Knowing
Hmm.
that this book, whenever they pick it up and read, they can still read it
Yeah,
versus me
yeah.
giving them a snack because they have snacks. They have snacks at home.
Exactly. We're gonna know what this word is. We're gonna learn a new word and we're gonna research
Exactly.
this, how to put it in a
But
sentence. Yeah. So
they
I got the
don't.
kids,
So how
they bring the little pictures, they draw like, hey, Miss Tiny, and I be like, I need one of them little bulletin boards to put up. It's just I be like, oh,
yes.
they thought of me,
Or
so
either
yeah.
get some like clear tape, how we used to do in classrooms, just put it on different stuff like a piece of wood, put it low
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
On that
So how
side,
do
that
you
little
keep your kids off the technology? How do you limit their time?
um are we doing stuff together? We're pulling out the cards. I play cards with them.
Yes.
Because the thing is very competitive. He hates to lose, and sometimes I just love it because he needs that. We play dominoes. Like my nephews are just over. They didn't know how to play either or. I was like, oh, you're gonna learn something new today,
Right,
something that
right,
you can
right.
learn to take away from you, or I want to know what they like to do. So we can get out there and do something because we learn from each other. Like what, it's
Yeah,
just challenge. It's just challenging. So
yeah.
that's
And so, how
that's.
has it been a grandma? I know you're granny, or they call you. What is your name for your grandkids that they have for you?
I don't know yet because they're not talking. My grandson is what, one and a half, and my granddaughter's about 7 months. So when I
So,
do get
you
a
haven't picked a
chance,
name yet.
nah, Glamma, Gigi, whatever they wanna,
Yeah,
they wanna. Let me see. Let me see. What did TJ call me? Mama, Glamma. He tries to say it. And he calls
yeah.
JB Pop. He can't say it, so he call him Pop. And it's just a joy, and it's like looking at Kevin all over again and
It
seeing the
is.
kids
It
happy
is.
when they're around. So hopefully I get to see them more often than
Yeah,
what I
because
have
I
been.
am
But
Gigi. I'm Gigi and Mima. My California babies call me Gigi. My Georgia babies call me Mima. And so when we all get together, they're like Gigi, Mima, and I'll be like, "How? Which one of y'all calling me?"
And you know what?
So
I'm glad you said because I said they're going to be the ones filling the bottles. Because being that the other kids don't even want to do it, the grandkids is going to be the one to take it over the business. So I told them I don't want to hear nothing when they. I
and
said
so
yeah, because everybody gonna have a
yeah,
job
and
and they
so
somebody fill the bottles, deliver everything.
exactly. And you know what? You can train them up however you
Yeah,
want to. You can train them to get
yeah.
it done. So
Hmm.
you posted something, I think it was today, and it says, I think it was today, and if I'm wrong,
Okay.
correct me. You said people think being a caregiver is easy, but they don't know.
Exact. Oh yeah, that was the other day. They don't know. Cause
Yeah,
I even come across the stories I hear in the salon that come throughout the salon about
right.
being a caretaker. And I be like, man, I be having to hold it in sometimes. But like being a caretaker is just like that's a blessing for anybody to have a great caretaker because everybody's not a great caretaker. But
Yeah,
it takes a strength. They go that word, that
yeah,
strength.
yes, yeah,
And yeah, all I could just say, you gotta be a real strong person to be a
yeah,
caretaker
yeah.
because mentally you got to be strong, emotionally you got to be strong,
Hmm.
physically you got to be strong. I mean, ain't you ain't got no area to be weak in. And if you
No,
got to be weak,
you
you got to
don't.
be for a second, and you got to like get yourself back together. So yeah.
Because it's just like for me taking care of
Mm,
JT. You For me, I saw the deterioration because
That's hard.
he's been this big, not big man, but he was, and then
Yeah,
just to see
solid.
him go down to, frail, and it's like, wow, you
Yeah,
see it, and
it's
I'm just
hurtful,
like,
but you still got to
oh,
be strong.
yeah.
And
And so there were days I used to go to work, and when I get in my car, as soon as I pull out this driveway, I just be
and
crying.
it's
I
mm-hmm.
cry till
Yeah.
I get to work, and then I say, okay, Lord, these little people, they need me, so I got to just
Mm-hmm.
get all this out, suck it up, put your face on a
Figure
little
that.
bit, and
That's
go
it.
in,
Yeah.
and you just like, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to work. And then when you get back home, when you get off, you go back through the
Mm-hmm.
same spiel. So by the time you get here, that's when you can
Yeah.
find strength to say, I can do it another day. I
Yeah.
got this,
Like okay, like it could have been a whole lot worse
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now, and
but
that's where
it,
the breathing, because you don't want
yes,
to, you can't lose it. It's like
yeah,
you're only human,
you're only human.
So yeah, being a caretaker is not
And
for
you
the weak.
have to
That's what I
have
said. It's not for
self-care. You have to have
yeah,
self-care for you too.
it is,
Because if you don't,
and that's why I stress on everybody. Self-care is needed. Is if you don't take
yes,
care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody. And I tell that to my husband all
nobody,
the time. If I'm not right, ain't nobody gonna be
no,
right.
nobody, nobody, because you're trying to juggle work,
Mhm.
home, and self.
And and is I'd say self-care too, because years ago, I want to say about 20, I could say about 20 years ago, yeah, 20 years ago. No, 17, 16 years ago. I stressed myself. I was working, but I stressed my point to I lost my breast tissue, which you could see the
Really?
bones. Like my granny thought I was smoking crack or something. I was like, oh hell no. When she said that, and I had to like look at myself in the mirror and like look like
Wow.
no, it's not okay. Like they put me on a nutriment, an Ensure. I think it was like an Ensure diet for 3 months. Like I had to drink that just to get my weight up. And I
Wow.
told myself I will never let myself get that stressed out where I've
And
lost
you
my
had
breast.
no idea.
That was a
You didn't
time.
even notice. You didn't even
I
notice
didn't
because
even
you were
know.
so
I didn't even
busy.
notice because I was working. I wasn't taking care of myself properly and just not eating and just stress. What juggling a whole lot of stuff, not having the proper knowledge and whatnot, how to manage stress, and not
Right.
knowing stress was a silent killer because all the doctors was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you're
Yeah.
killing yourself." But I was like, "Where's my
Yes.
breast?" Like,
Yes. Yes.
so yeah,
And people really don't. People. I think people take stress lightly. You know, be like, oh, you know, you got it. But like you said, stress will kill you, and you're gonna be checked out.
yeah. It causes so many different health problems. So I mean, I try to control what I can control of. So self-care, if I gotta go take a breathe, if I gotta go take a drive, if I want to go take the nail salon, if I want to go gamble, whatever it is to make me happy.
Exactly. And that's what you have to do.
That's
And people can't feel guilty for it. You know, like when JT was here, when I felt like I needed to go get my nails done, yep, I
mm-hmm.
may not.
Yeah,
I mean, probably couldn't afford to
yeah.
do it, but you know what? It was
Yeah,
worth my sanity.
yeah, and
You
sure
know,
enough, it's I be like, I really don't gotta squeeze. But I'm gonna make God gonna make a way. God,
exactly,
that's just
exactly.
how I
And you
walk.
just did it, yes. And you
Yeah,
know, and so
yeah.
when he died, I started doing it with Cameron so she can
Mm.
start, you know, de-stressing because she may not be able to articulate her stress to me
Yeah,
because of a life change for her. So that's
yeah.
something her and I started doing it. But then after a while, I was like, no, I said, I'm gonna go get these nails
Yeah.
that get the glue
Because
and put
the
them on
kids,
myself.
they watch us. Little do they
They
know they watch
do.
us and how we handle situations. Like, well, I never see her go do nothing. So I have to say, like, listen, we can go sit outside, we can go take a walk,
Yes,
take a ride. So I try, like, just breathe. But it's okay
yeah,
not to. It's okay not to feel okay, but it's
it is.
what you're
It
gonna
is.
do. So, and that's
And
just
when
what
I
I.
don't want to be bothered, I just cut my
Mm,
phone off or don't
yeah.
answer it and
Look,
say,
my
and
first. You
my
see, my first self care trip was the trip to
girl, I but you know what? At first, I was like, she having fun, but then when you start like, I got to get this COVID test. I mean, am I gonna be able to get back? You was like,
Yeah, I had a mean anxiety attack. Like I was for like
yeah,
self-care, God is with me, nothing can happen. But
right,
I did not think to make sure my phone was on, I guess, international calls. So when
right.
I got over there and I had not that I had a problem taking the test, but I was like, my results come to the phone not working, and I can't get home. Oh hell. I'm gonna be in another country stuck. So like mad thoughts was trying to come to my brain like from the movies. Like I'm gonna be like on the side of the
Right,
airport with the
right,
little
right, right.
so JB was like, no, breathe. And I was like, you know what? Let me breathe. Let me go pray to God, talk to God for a minute. And that's what but
And I
I'm
know
glad
I
I
saw
stepped out
you, you
on
was
faith with
like,
that one too.
I
So
am
I
getting
mean,
the hell up out of this country. Like, I gotta go
man,
home.
what yes, I sure enough. So when I got that piece of paper the next day, I was like, girl, I could have killed that girl. I was like, man, you see I had all the stress I had on me and anxiety I had on me. I said, now let me get a drink. Now I need a drink now,
So
So
how
but
was their process over there? How was the process for them in being in another country? Did they take
no,
it when you got there?
it was just with the test. When you get over there, that you can't even check into your hotel room or nothing like that until you schedule an appointment
Hmm?
to get a COVID test to come back. Because I was like, damn, I just took one to get over. You nigga, this less than 4 days.
Right,
But I would rather take their test than the test that we have over here because they test us in
right,
and out. Over here, from the experience, they want to stick it in, roll it around, and all this other stuff.
right.
But I mean, it was okay. It was a beautiful experience. me being detached from my phone, that us people want to be around this phone. So
Yep.
that was,
Yep.
I needed that also. So it was just like, okay, me and God, let's, we out,
Let's go. Let's roll.
so let's
So
roll.
did
So
you get to relax after everything?
I did. I did. I did. I got to relax. Like I got to be more calm, even though I wish my family and everybody was with me. But I got to. It was a moment. It was more of It was appreciation.
Right,
A
right.
lot of
And see, I don't
appreciation.
know if I could have went by myself.
Yo, that was. I was scared at first, so I was like, I got something to prove to myself. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? And I
yeah,
just felt. And I just felt I was like, my daughter's watching. I don't know my daughter's watching. And if I'm telling her, like, if something just so you want to do it, you go do it. If
right.
I'm not doing, how can I expect her if she's not
Exactly,
seeing? If the
exactly.
kids don't see
Yes,
what you're saying, it's hard for them
yes,
to believe
yes,
that. Well, I gotta switch phones. My phone died. Hold on.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
no, we
so
have, we
and
have a
that's
few
what I
more
go.
minutes.
I had something to prove to myself,
Yeah,
because like I said, the kids is watching. So
yeah. I
you
just
know,
don't think I was like, she brave because I was like, I don't know. But
yeah.
but one thing I can say, I'm not gonna say I can't do it. I would probably have a lot of anxiety until I do it
Hmm.
because I've
Hmm.
learned to go out to eat by myself.
Yeah.
Because before you want to go out with your homegirls, you want to go out with somebody. But now I
Hmm.
can go out and eat by myself. I can
Yeah.
ride out by myself, and it's
Yeah.
good. You know.
Hmm.
And so, what's next for you? As we get ready to close, what is next for you without you telling me what's next?
Man, what's next to me? I want to open up I'm going to be opening up my own shop. I want my own space. My hair and skin line. I'm working on my hair and skin line.
That's
And
awesome.
me being a more of a teacher, teaching. So
Yes,
I don't plan to be behind the chair and whatnot. So, teaching
that's
and,
awesome.
um, yeah, I'll probably be
Well,
back
you
in
got to
school
be
soon.
good because I saw where another salon wanted you to come work for them as well.
Yeah, and yes, and he still do, and they say I always got a chair out there,
That's
and
amazing.
it really is, and just the expansion and whatnot. So I want to plan on working in other states, but legally you got to get certain. I want to get certified just so you got the little
Yes,
haters and
yes,
whatnot,
yes.
just so when I pull up, be getting money legally. So that was that. Yeah, so that's the plan.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
you have to be good and people have to recognize talent, especially in, the salon industry because it can be so catty and people
Yeah,
always are in competition. My hair is the best, but when you have someone that wants you to come work in their salon, that speaks volume
yeah.
within itself.
Thank yeah. It's just like the services. I am I value great customer service. I treat people how I want to be treated when
Right,
I go in
right.
the shop. And that's how I guess I look at it, like, if I want to be upscale, okay, I want someone serving me with a drink. When I go to the nail salon, that's what they serve me with wine and snacks and whatnot.
Yes, yes.
So, I mean, you gotta know who your clientele is because everybody ain't for you. So it's just again
Yeah.
business and
So did your
revamping.
clientele build fast?
It really, and it's crazy. And that we talk, people's like, oh, they didn't expect me to get how to say, as big as I've gotten
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
whatnot. But I gave myself 90 days to 90 days to build my clientele, and it actually worked. And it was a section in the book. You always want to make sure you rebook your clients because that's how you let me move that. That's how you keep your calendar filled. So if
Right.
you're not communicating and building a relationship with your client in the
Mhm.
chair, you don't know when the hell they gonna come back. They might not never come back because
Exactly.
you ain't never say nothing.
Hmm.
So I'm about building relationships. I don't really
Me
care
too.
about all certain stuff. So I get to know your hair. When I know when people go to when they chair
Different
hop
people. Different
and
people.
stuff. So they tell me they be feeling bad, they be feeling guilty, but like the only reason why I went over there because I be like, it's so okay, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm
yeah,
not gonna, so
yeah.
but
And that's what I
it's
think
about
I want
building
to
the
start
knowing the
doing.
clients and
Yeah.
then, being Being what's the word? Like I might have one client, she might book me out the whole day because she needs her hair done, she needs her makeup done, she needs her eyelash done. So
Right,
depending on working, and then I work with different agencies, so they might book me out, and I might
right,
have to travel.
right.
I gotta make sure I have to have supplies for that and everything. So it's
It's
so
good.
I'm
God is
very
good.
thankful and honored that people
Yeah.
still think about me and want to work with me, and I work with a lot of talented people. So
And
yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah,
yeah.
and I was
So
thinking, about, when I've interviewed so many people now, but I do maybe the beginning of the year go back and see what have changed. See what
Yeah,
changed with them.
that's
You know.
cool. Yeah, that is great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
would
I'm
do that.
excited about having JB on next week. I'm
Yeah,
just,
I am. I didn't even know. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna be on this." I'm excited too. That's gonna get him out of his comfort zone, and I want everybody to get out their comfort zone.
yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying? Because
for
sometimes
me, this is definitely out of my comfort
yes.
zone.
Oh man, like I hope I don't
Yes,
speak too fast, and just taking a breather. But I'm even thankful for you even having me
yes.
on here and whatnot. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
just like what we supposed to promote each other, especially being
yeah,
sisters. Only
yeah.
because you're doing hair and I'm doing this or whatever I'm doing, it doesn't
Hmm.
mean we're less of anything.
Yeah,
But we as sisters, we got to get out of that. We got to start
yeah.
celebrating each other.
Yeah. I tell people, so I like to see people win. I love to
Me
see them
too. Me
celebrate, and,
too.
seeing them have to, and it
Yeah.
just, I guess,
Yeah.
because that's
Everybody's
other,
in their own lane. Everybody's doing their own thing. And just like your quote said, being jealous of your shine, but clueless of your struggle.
yeah, yeah. And I think my struggle, like I tell people, like sometimes, like with the familyness, like me not having parents, like losing my parents at 9 years
Yeah,
old, 9 months apart, like I didn't
right,
get that. So I try people like I need to be that parent that my daughter sees. So it's like it shocks me, like oh my God, I'm still here because I didn't have that,
right, right.
So I push through that, you know what I'm saying, like so
That's your
I'm
strength.
okay, with that, but
That's your
that's
strength.
still
Yes.
that's that's just where that I'm like, man, if y'all just don't appreciate, just
No.
appreciate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even those godmothers or godfathers and whatnot, we all need
Yes.
love,
Yes.
unconditional love and stuff.
But
So
T, you have strength, and regardless of how people see you or look at you, I like
yeah,
that you still keep your integrity. You still stay true to who you are.
that's all. And as I
And
say, if I die tomorrow, I just want someone to say she always stayed true to herself. Like that's
yes,
just I
yes.
gave y'all my
And
all right
don't that
there.
make you feel good? Because and I
Yeah.
would talk about integrity one day. And I said, I don't care how many likes, how many viewers I get
Mhm.
on here. I am going to keep my integrity because at the end
Exactly.
of the day, that is all I have.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's what person because some people don't. It's like, what did they do? Like you don't have no remembrance of them,
Yeah, yeah,
So it's like, what is your contribution,
yeah,
whether so,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm glad
But
we can
just
be
keep doing
contributions to
you.
each other.
Keep doing
Yeah,
you. You
that's
just
all. That's all I know
and just
how to be. I tell you, that's all.
just every and that's why I chose the word strength for you today because like I said, people look at you, they may have their own preconceptions, but at the end of the day, they
Mm,
don't know the strength you have to tap in just to
yeah.
get through a day,
Oh yeah, I hear them
just
talk
to
like they
get
don't know
through a
whether I'm
minute.
hood, ratchet, professional, spiritual, Christian, devilish. I be like, I'm a mixture of everything, honey. Depending on what side you on right now.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. But you know what? You keeping it hot, open, honest, and
Yeah,
transparent,
and
and
it's
that's
all
what I
love.
love. But
And it's
thank
all
you for
love.
just sharing yourself with us. Don't forget to
Thank
put,
you.
how they can get your
Oh yeah,
oils.
I put it down there. I put it in this.
Yeah,
I
and
put it in
so,
this.
so guys, check her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you need your
Well,
hair
thank
done,
you.
just reach out
Oh
for
yeah.
her and hey,
Oh,
you can
Styles
get it
by T.
done.
I'm gonna do my Instagram. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think my booking is on Instagram. I gotta check that out too. See.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
doing that
I
too.
just
Well,
want
I
to say thank
appreciate you.
you. I
All right.
love you, and just
Love you
y'all
too,
let
and
me
I'll
know when
speak to
y'all
you
finna start.
soon.
Let me know when y'all finna start up again. I'm ready.
All right, I will.
All right, love you. Have a good night.
Love you too. Okay,
Okay,
same.
bye bye.
Thanks.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in with Hot Topics with Donna with Miss T. Her information and about her oils is in the comments. Like, reach out to her. If you don't get it, just inbox her so you can get you some oil. If you know someone that needs their hair services, look her up. She's amazing. And she's just an amazing, awesome person, just doing her thing, staying in her own lane. And so today we talked about strength. And so whenever you see someone that may look like they're not happy or whatever the case may be, just remember you don't know what they have to do to tap into their strength, just to tap into just trying to get through the day, including myself. Some days I don't have the strength to just do a lot of nothing. Sometimes I wish I didn't have to get up in the morning and go to work. Sometimes I wish I could just lay in bed all day and do nothing. But I have to find strength and ask God to give me strength just to get up for another day, to do this work thing over again, to do this parenting thing over again, just to come hot topics with Donna. Guys, people are going through different challenges, different struggles, but yet and still, they're asking God and they're trying to find in their inner self strength to get through the day, the next second. So before you pass judgment or before you just roll your eyes or get an attitude because you don't understand why a person act the way they act, walk the way they walk, talk the way they talk, dress the way they dress, look at yourself and say, what did it take me today to get through today? And in my closing, I'm going to leave you with this. It says, no matter how puny your muscles may seem to you, you are stronger than you know. You can do anything you set your mind to, and you will do it because God gives you a supernatural strength to power through and endure. And what better way than to trust Him to give you strength, to give you whatever you need. And it says supernatural. He gives us supernatural strength to get through today and tomorrow if He allow us to wake up. So whenever you feel weak and you feel like you don't have that extra push, say, God, I need your supernatural strength today. And He'll give it to you. He'll give it to you. But most of all, just be kind to yourself. Love yourself. And as we talked about today, do self-care. Self-care doesn't mean I have to have self-care like Miss T. Self-care doesn't mean I have to have self-care like my girlfriends. Self-care for me could be just taking a bubble bath, listening to some music. I don't know. I can see you, Alicia. I can see you. I just saw your comment. But self-care is loving who you are, where you're at. If you want to get your nails done, get your nails done. If you want to go buy your shirt, even sometimes you might have to say, oh, I'm just going to squeeze this in my budget. But whatever you have to do for your self-care, for your mental health state, do it. It could be writing. It could be playing you music on 20. It could be taking dance lessons. But whatever it is, self-care is very important. And at the end of the day, when you lay down, continue to just say, Lord, continue to strengthen me. If you see fit to wake me up tomorrow, continue to strengthen me. Give me your supernatural power to strengthen me. And so the scripture that I read today was from Isaiah 40:28 through 31. So if you need that strength, read that chapter to see what he says. And until then, I will see you again tomorrow with another guest. I'm excited about this person. I don't know them personally, but I have had interaction with them via social media. So, like I said, if you have something that you want to share with us here at Hot Topics with Donna, please just inbox me. Just inbox me. And like I said, don't forget, on August 21st, 2021, in Southern Pines, North Carolina, I will be having my second annual kids fashion show called A Confident Me for ages 6 to 16. This is where kids are going to be able to shine like never before, a week before they go to school. So come out and support this great event. This is for our children. It's time for us to celebrate them. We're so busy celebrating adults, but when are we going to start celebrating our children? If we want them to do more, if we want them to be the best that they can be, then we have to start pouring into them, letting them know that you are worthy, you are valued, because some kids don't get that. So I hope to see you there on August 21st. I will continue to post it, and I am looking for vendors. I have 3 slots left for vendors. So at the end of July will be the last date to submit if you want to be a vendor. So just inbox me and we can make that happen. And then also, I will be doing Hot Topics with Donna Girl Talk. I will give you the date and the location closer to the time, but we're going to talk about some real girl stuff. We're going to talk about why we're jealous of each other. We're going to talk about how we can start pushing each other to excel as women. Doesn't matter what race you are. It's about celebrating your sister, whether she's Caucasian, Hispanic, whatever the case may be. It's time for us to start celebrating each other as women. We can be so powerful if we network together and we push each other together, because I don't want to steal your shine and you shouldn't want to steal my shine. But at the end of the day, if we're shining together, just imagine how awesome we can be. And then we can teach our young girls it's okay to celebrate somebody else and it doesn't take away from you. But until we get it right, ladies, grown-ups, women, until we get it right, how can we pour into these young girls? How? Because if they see us always talking about other women and what they're doing, we can't expect for them to get it right. So, if you want to be a part of that platform and just come and hang out with us, I will give you the date and we can do it. So, my other phone is going off, sorry. But, yes, so let's celebrate each other. Let's celebrate each other. Today should be the day that you say, I want to celebrate my sisters. And when you can do that, then you know that, hey, I'm on the right road. So until tomorrow, I am your host of Hot Topics with Donna. Oh, thank you, Miss Linda. It is going down, and if you want to be a part of it, just continue to hang around, and I'll start posting flyers soon, because I think it's so important. I think it's so important that we promote each other and that we celebrate each other. At the end of the day, I'm me and you are you, but we still should be able to love each other in whatever arena, in whatever platform that we're on, and don't feel less than. So until tomorrow, if God's willing, I will be back at 6:30 with my last guest of the week. And I'm truly thankful that I've had four amazing guests this week. And you guys know I never have 4 guests in a week. But you know what? However God do it, I'll just follow suit. And until tomorrow, I want you guys to have a good night and make sure you are tapping into God's supernatural strength.